Hey guys, Buffy Game back today. We're doing a video. Today is our first tactical weapon video for Modern Warfare 3. Gonna go through, show you guys some tactical weapons that I built here, specifically with Modern Warfare 3 weapons. For the future parts of the series, I'm gonna incorporate a lot of Modern Warfare 2 also, just because you can make some really nice builds with all the new attachments and camos. So we'll go ahead, jump into this. We'll run through, I think I have 8 to 10 of these builds for you guys, so we'll run through them pretty quick here so the video isn't 30 minutes long. First off, starting up, is the BAS-B or the MWIII. This is a weapon I did a conversion on just yesterday by the time this video comes out. So this is the NG Next Generation Low Visibility Assault Weapon from Sig Sauer, utilizing the XM7 or the Sig Spear at base. So you can see here, we're going to use the BAS-B. What we're going to do is use the short barrel for the integral suppressed barrel, the Malice light barrel. Going to give us the integrally suppressed barrel, keep us off radar, ADS speed. You can see all the pros and cons there. Going to help us out a lot with mobility. For the laser option here, this is more so personal preference, but again, to keep it tactical, we're going to run with the laser light combo here. It's going to give us the aim walking steadiness, tac stance spread, aim down sight speed, pitch bar speed, and you have the laser and flashlight visible 24/7. So definitely some cons there to give away your position, but it looks really cool. So we're going to run with that. Optic of choice here, I'm running with the Extend ERX10 Mini. This is a really neat optic on a lot of guns. You get a really nice just blue dot, and it's a really nice 1.5 or 1 times optic here that you'll see the precision sight pitch just really helps out with aiming on a lot of weapons with heavy recoil also. We'll skip out on the stock. We're going to run the 45 round mag of the 6.8 by 51 millimeter, and then we're going to run the Bruin heavy support grip here for gun kick control, aim idle sway, horizontal recoil, and firing aim stability. You can see the cons are ADS speed and vertical recoil is a little bit there, but this is a really nice looking build here. Again, we did the weapon conversion video with this weapon, very similar attachments, but definitely some differences here that we did the other day. Now for the camouflage here, we are running Midnight Bay from the MP7. So that's our NG LVAW. We'll jump on the fire range with that here in a second as soon as we look at the AN94 or the AN23 type build that I've made here. So first off, we're going to run the SVA 545. The first attachment here we're going to want is the buttstock option. So the buttstock, we're going to give it a classic AN94 boot stock here. For the prototype versions, the V6 stock is going to give you gun kick control and recoil control. So you can see gun kick 21% and then 8.5 for horizontal and vertical. So we'll throw that on. For the optic, I'm running this Russian NVG optic, the infrared, 3 to 8 times infrared night vision. Cons are small sniper glint, no tac stance, aim down sight speed, and aim walking stability. Next up, we're running the All-EV laser here from the Modern Warfare 2 weapon. It's going to give you the aiming stability, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire. Laser will be visible when you're aiming down sight. Then we're going to run this VT7 Spitfire suppressor. Really cool looking suppressor. It looks like a modernized PBS-1 almost. We're going to run under radar, recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range. You can see the pros and cons for the stats there. 7.1% for the recoil control, horizontal and vertical is really nice. And then for the grip, this is more so personal preference. I was trying to, the tilt grip looks really clean. Backdraft grip also trying to replicate some. Unfortunately, there's really no Russian grips here, so pretty much these three are closer to some of the RK grips that you would see from Zenico. So any of these really is good. Backdraft grip is the one that we're going to be doing for this one. So that is our XM7 with the NG LVAW and the AN23. So here's our NG LVAW next generation low visibility assault weapon. Really clean looking. Let's let this thing rip. Really clean weapon. Love the reload animation and the inspecs for this. And again, you can just see how accurate it is. So that's our NG LVAW. Just a beautiful weapon. The camo looks great on this one too. Next up, we have our AN23. Really clean looking with the desert hybrid camo on here from the 545 by 39 millimeter. Now for this one, what you're going to want to do, put it in bursts. Going to give you that 2-round hyper burst from the classic AN94. and this thing is deadly accurate when you're only in burst mode. Obviously, full auto has its place. They bumped the rate of fire on this so it is faster than it was in the beta, but you'll see here, just no recoil with the burst. Classic reload there, and you have a 3 to an 8 times with this optic, so, and you can hold your breath, which is crazy. Literally no recoil between bursts. So this thing's gonna be a beast in Warzone. That's our AN-23 and our next generation low visibility assault weapon. Really clean. Let's go ahead and back out, take a look at the next weapons we have to show off here. We'll start off with the Mark 46. So again, I did a weapon conversion video for the Mark 46 the other day. You can check that out on the channel. So this is a different build than we did, obviously, but you're going to want the 23-inch XRK Horizon V2 barrel. It's going to give you bullet velocity, gun kick, and recoil control. The cons are the aim down sight speed, aim walking speed, and the movement speed. So we'll go ahead and select that, give us our Mark 46 barrel. For our laser light combo, is what we're doing is the laser light combo for however you pronounce that, L33. Again, same pros and cons we already looked at. For the optic, we're going to go with the Coro T10 2.5 here on a slight riser, 2.5 magnification, a really clean precision sight picture here that you'll see works out awesome for this. And then for the butt stock, we're going to go with the Land 56 stock. It's going to give us gun kick, recoil, and hip fire tac stance spread. And then we're going to run again with that Bruin heavy support grip on this. So this is our tactical Mark 46. And this thing is a beast. I have a very similar type build that I'll be using for Warzone. I think it's going to just destroy. So that's our Mark 46. Next up, we have our Bren 805. So this is kind of inspired by the one you get in Operation 627 campaign mission. We're going to run with the Knights Armament Company suppressor, the Sunfire XG6. Then we're going to run just a barrel. This is more so personal preference. You have a couple different options, but this one's going to give you the Rowan XL 356 will give you recoil, gun kick, and aim idle sway. Gonna run with the 1 milliwatt PEC because it gives us the classic PEC 15 look with the tan coloring. Then we're gonna run the BPZ40 hybrid. Gonna give us that 5.5 magnified optic with a canted mounted red dot. Base stock is fine, and then we'll skip all the way over to the grips. We're going to run the SP10 angle grip. Again, this is specific or solely for aesthetic purposes. It looks cool on the weapon. So it actually doesn't have that bad stats either. You can see 5% for gun kick and 12% for horizontal. You're gaining a little bit more vertical, but again, that's easier to control. So pretty good build there. Let's go ahead and we will jump into the firing range with the Mark 46 and the Bren 805. So here's our Mark 46. Clean build. We're running a desert camo on this also. See how it handles here and let this thing rip. Pretty accurate, honestly. You can also tac stance it, although you can't see, so don't recommend it. And again, you can see it's pretty accurate. You're going to get a little bit of horizontal drift there, but not bad. So that's our Mark 46. Switching over to the Bren 805. So you do get, if you want better performance, you probably want a different grip. I can feel that vertical climb and a little bit of the horizontal, so this is definitely not best performance build, but it is a tactical looking build. That's our Bren 805, inspired by the one that we use in Operation 627. Not exact, I'll probably be covering that for a separate video, but it is pretty clean looking. Go ahead and back out. Jump into our next weapons here. We have a G36K. So for the G36K, we're going to run with the base Holger 556. We're going to run the K barrel, which is the Banner 80 Light. Then we're going to run, again, a 1 milliwatt PEC on there for aiming stability. This one we're going to run, I wanted a dual times optic or an L-can, always looks clean. So with this one, we're going to run the Angel 44.8 for that flip sight. Then we're going to run the Holger 26 factory buttstock is the one you get on the MG36. It's going to give you recoil control, tack stance, spread, hip fire spread, and sprint to fire speed. And then we have a Commando foregrip on there. So that's our G36K. Very clean. Next up, we have the Uzi Pro. So Uzi Pro build, we're going to run the WSP Swarm as our Uzi Pro. We're going to run the Sonic Suppressor on this for undetectable by radar, bullet velocity, damage range. We're going to run the Point G3P04. This is for hip fire. Any red dot or optic will do this time. We're just going to run a XRK on point optic, 1 times magnification. Then we're going to run the Fortress Heavy stock for gun kick, recoil, firing aim stability, and tack stance spread. And then we have just kind of a hand stop there. Obviously, it's a small compact weapon. Really doesn't look great with any sort of other grip. So a little hand stop there, something to grip onto with the weapon that won't burn your hands. So this is what we're going to run is the XRK Edge BW4. Give you a little bit of mobility and ergo boost with a little bit of accuracy penalty for tack stance and hip fire. So that's our Uzi Pro from IWI, Israeli Weapon Industries. Back out and jump into the gun range with the G36K. So do the inspect here. Clean looking one. We're just running a clay camo on this. Looks really clean. Go ahead and see how it handles here. Now again, not best in class type build, but it is pretty theatrical. Definitely a little hard with the horizontal recoil with that longer target, just with this particular build, but that's something you can easily fix with any sort of other build on this weapon. So our G36K. Now we'll look at our Uzi Pro. Nice little build here, 9x19 Parabellum. See how it handles. And that long target is not something you ever want to even try to engage, but that's definitely 75 meters is way too far for this SMG, but it sounds really beefy also. I love the way this weapon sounds. So that's our Uzi Pro. Go ahead and back out. Our next builds here, we have a PKP Pecheneck Bullpup. So we're gonna run the Jack Annihilator Bullpup conversion kit here for the PKP. So you can see the pros and cons there. It increases our rate of fire slightly as well by 16%. Still pretty slow rate of fire, honestly, but it is, you get a big mobility bump with this, which is nice. For the grip, we're going to run the B052 grip, aim idle stability, aim walking steadiness, recoil steadiness, and recoil stabilization. You get 9% across the board for the recoil. We're going to run the RAF compensator for horizontal recoil control and fire and aim stability. You get 28.3% with horizontal there. Then we're going to run again a 1 milliwatt PEC for aim and stability, and we're going to run the BP-Z40 hybrid for the 5.5 magnification with the canted mounted red dot sight. And then we have just a desert cam on this. This is our Bullpup PKP Pecheneck. Clean looking weapon. My only gripe is the front sight post is gone when you bullpup it. However, I have seen those in real life also, so not too big of a deal. It's our Bullpup PKP. Next we have the SVCH sniper rifle here, or the KV inhibitor. This is a modern Russian sniper rifle. We're going to run the FTAC Reaper suppressor on this. Just a big, beefy suppressor. Undetectable radar, bullet velocity, fire and aim stability, and recoil control. Going to run a 1 milliwatt PEC again. This is an optic that comes with this weapon when you unlock it. The Hurricane 9 variable. It gives you a 15 and a 13 zoom. Really cool looking. For the buttstock option, we were in private matches too long. Go ahead and back out and just jump right back in. They have a timer. Even if you're in the gunsmith goofing around like that, it still will run out once in a while, unfortunately. So we just got to back out, go back in. Buttstock, we're going to run the Bulwark Precision Stock for aiming idle sway, gun kick, fire and aim stability, and recoil control. And then we have a bipod grip on there. So this is our SVCH. firing 308. I believe this one is. Let's double check that. Should be, yes, okay, 338. Lapua Magnum is what this bad boy is firing. So that's our SVCH. Go ahead and jump into the gun range or the firing range with the PKP and the SVCH. Now, the grips are still buggy with these canted grips on the PKP, so honestly, if it's going to bug you, any other grip works fine. Just these canted grips on the PKP don't work really well on either build. So this is our PKP. Pretty accurate. And I think once they fix the grip issue, it'll be really nice. I know in the beta it had a little bit faster rate of fire, but I think for a balance in a machine gun, this honestly works. You're getting such a mobility increase with this. So that's our PKP Patch and Egg Bullpup. Very nice looking weapon. And the SVCH. 338 Lapua Magnum, clean weapon. Basically a modernized SVD is what this is. So you can see the 15, 13. So 15 will be the largest magnification I think we've had in any of the Modern Warfare series, at least. I think the biggest you had a 13 times in Modern Warfare 2. This goes all the way up to 15, which is crazy. And you can obviously utilize the bipod grip here. That's our SVCH. Clean reload there. Charging handle on the left-hand side. Gotta love it. Go ahead and back out. I think we have our last builds here. We're going to run the FAMAS F1. So for this one, the FR556, we're going to run the Blackfire compensator for recoil control. Going to give us 18% for vertical and horizontal. We're going to run the 435 millimeter stock. So this is going to give you the best recoil control stock that you have. So you can see the recoil control 7.2 across the board. Next up, we're going to run the TX4 Havoc for a 4 times magnification. Clean sight picture on that. We're going to run the low grain ammo here for the 5.56 and a Lockwood precision grip. And then we have a nice clay camo on there. This is a 3-round burst. Really clean, and with the recoil and the barrel control, the muzzle and the recoiled barrel, pretty tight spread there. So we'll take a look at that here. Next up here, we have the Riveter, the 410 AR shotgun. So we're going to run this beefy muzzle device, the FSS Thunderstrike Break for vertical and horizontal. It gives you 20% vertical, 9% horizontal. The base barrel, we're going to run a hip-fire laser here, the Hook Box Laser for CQC accuracy, hip and taxan spread, and sprint to fire speed. Laser is visible at the hip. Then we're going to just run any sort of red dot will do. The Enforcer Optic is what we're going to run here. Precision sight picture, 1 times magnification. And then we're going to run a tactical stock here for taxan spread, aimed on sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire spread. And then we have a Hex 40 grip. So this is and I think we're running Desert Hybrid or one of those desert camos on this. This is our 410 AR. Just a really nice weapon there. Shotgun firing the 410 rounds. Go ahead and back out. Jump in with the FAMAS to the firing range and check out our FAMAS F1. Just look, I tried to replicate. I wanted that big, beefy French optic you see on there. This is the closest you get without that Russian night vision optic that we put on the AN-23. So you obviously have burst and single fire. Let's check the burst. So the burst spread's pretty clean, honestly. It feels a lot better than it did in Modern Warfare 2019. And the fact they brought so many weapons back from Modern Warfare 2019, I think we're going to see a lot more of them probably postseason also, which would be nice. So you can see they're about 3 shots single fire. 4 there. 1, 2, 3. 3. Oh, we missed that burst, but it's going to be a 1 burst and then a 2. 75 meters, you just need 4 shots to kill. So 2 bursts. And maybe you can get one with a headshot. Nope. So there we go. This is our FR556 or our FAMAS F1. jump over to our 410 AR shotgun here. In real life, this thing's semi-auto. In game, it's full auto, and it is quite a lot of fun. Let's see. So obviously, you don't really want to be hip firing this unless you're right in someone's face. Even this 50 meter or the 25 meter is a little far, but we were able to get a kill there, which is semi-concerning because it's more powerful than some of the Modern Warfare 2 shotguns. You couldn't get anything at really. Even some of these ranges were almost impossible with some of the Modern Warfare 2 shotguns, like the Mossberg 500 pump action, things like that. That's our AR-410 shotgun. Go ahead and back out, and that is all we have here for today's tactical weapons. Let me know your thoughts down below. Which one was your favorite for the tactical weapons? Personally, I was a big fan of the NGLVAW and the AN-23. I like those ones a lot. The SAW was also really nice, but there's so many more to come. I didn't want to cover too many that I didn't do conversions on yet, but there's going to be a lot more coming. Like I said, we're going to incorporate the Modern Warfare 2 weapons also. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop your tactical builds down below, weapons, attachments that you guys are running that you want to see these videos. Till next time, this is Buffer Gaming with our Modern Warfare 3 Tactical Weapons Video 1. Till next time, Buffer Gaming, out.